Hey everyone, this is Sasha bringing you a video tutorial today from BP4U. And today we're going to look at this pretty unique tool, and it's called the Magic Extractor. So I'm going to come up here to Image, and I'm going to click on Magic Extractor. And now my picture is going to come up in this menu. So I've got some tools over here, and this is my areas that I'm going to include in my selection, and this is the areas I'm going to exclude from my selection. So we're going to select our brush size, which is going to have to be considerably bigger. And so we're going to include all of this. So I'm going to kind of come up here and I'm going to do a rough outline of these flowers. And it doesn't have to be completely perfect. And I want the leaves, so we're going to add those in there too. So I'm just going to include all of that, and I'm going to come over here, and again I'm going to do it with this one. I want to make sure I include all of this. And I want to include the leaf here. Now I'm going to grab my area that I don't want to include, and that would be all of this out here. I don't want to include none of this, so I'm going to kind of again draw this around my picture here. I'm going to grab it in there. Again, this looks a little bit crazy right this second, but it does get better. So I'm just going to kind of doodle here. We don't have to cover every area here. So let's go ahead and we're going to hit our preview button. And we're going to see what we've got. And it is taking just a second to generate a preview, but our picture is kind of big. So there we go. That looks actually pretty good. Let's go ahead and, let's go ahead and grab out these areas in here by going over it again with the eraser don't include button, the exclusion tool. I'm just going to make a little bit of a rough around some of the edges here that I know I don't want to include. This is a great tool in Photoshop Elements because it allows you to make some pretty detailed selections pretty easily. As you can see, this isn't too hard. I'm not even really being neat. I'm just kind of winging it. Again, we can hit our preview button and it's going to generate a new preview for us. And that looks pretty good, so we can go ahead and click OK. And let's grab our marquee tool, and we can go ahead and copy this if we want to. We could erase those leaves too. Let's just erase those leaves because that was a kind of a small selection. So I'm going to grab a brush here. I'm just going to get rid of the leaves. You're probably not going to see them anyways where we're going to paste them, but okay, so let's grab our marquee tool, and we're going to put these flowers on a road. And we're going to do Control-C on our keyboard. And over here, we're going to do Control-V, and I'm going to do Control-T for transforming the picture. I'm going to check to make sure that my Constrain Proportions box is checked. And I'm going to start making this really small because I want these flowers to lay in the road. And I want them to just kind of look like they're casually laying here. If I didn't have this Constrain Proportions box checked, let's put them over here like they're growing on the side of the road. And when we're done and we're satisfied, we can click this check mark, and you can see that now we have those flowers over here laying on the road. So you noticed as I was doing my Control-T, my transforming, I made sure that this box was checked. Let's go ahead and just check out what would happen if that box wasn't checked. I can make these go completely nuts. And so if I check this Constrain Proportions box, then this allows me to resize bigger and smaller without being able to skew the proportions. And also you notice that this arrow kind of gets a little bit curvy. This is so that I can spin my transformation here so that I can rotate it. Also, if you hover over this little spot here where it sticks out, you can do the same thing. So when you're happy, you just click this green check, and that's all there is to it. So that's just a fun little tool that you can use in Photoshop Elements that will allow you to make selections and take them to put them somewhere else. So thank you so much for watching this video tutorial. Happy editing!